make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. That's great for the game. Congratulations, LSU. Congratulations, Angel Reese. You see the head. You see the head. You know. Anyway, but Caitlin Clark had a great year. Iowa had a great year. But all of these shenanigans about, people being bent out of shape about trash talking, it made it bigger than the game. So that's good for the game, especially the female game. All of this stuff outshined the men's Final Four. And, people harken it back to, man, this is kind of like Magic and Bird. And that's great for the female game. That's what the female game needs, actually. Hopefully, they both are going to the WNBA, but hopefully they wind up on opposite ends, of, East and West or whatever, and kind of can meet in championship games, because it'll bring more and more attention to the game. Now, for me, it's just obvious, okay? This is why I say it's great for the game, because it's a racial issue. Like, white people always are sensitive and overreacting, and when they do something, it's great, but when somebody does it to them, oh no, Lord Jesus, it's wrong. And it's like, whatever, shut up. But but here's the flip side of this. See, the only bad part about this, it's gonna bring more eyes to the game. It's gonna bring more attention to the game. It's gonna bring more media to the game. But I gotta talk to black women in basketball. Y'all already know the racism is about to get worse. People are about to start coming into games and calling y'all out of your names and throwing the little racial epithets out. That's about to happen. It's about to go sky high. So, and it helps the ticket sales, but it's going to be aggravating as a mug. Because that's what this situation created. All of these outrage, all of the outrage is selective outrage, is fake outrage. Because if you do this to somebody, and then they do that to you, then you can't do it. You have to do it the same way they did it, in a particular way that they did it, and under the very same circumstances, on the very same. Shut up! For all you people who ever competed, people talk trash. Some people talk trash back. That's what happens. And you know who gets the last laugh? The person who wins. That's why this is great for the game. It was just the country got mad because the black girl beat the white girl, or the black girls beat the white girls. Which, whatever. Doesn't matter. I think Caitlin Clark is a dog. Great for the game. I think Angel Reese is grand champ, which is championship dog. Great for the game. The last time we really talked about basketball like that, a women's basketball in particular, it was more so tied around the Brittany Griner thing. This is great for the game. I hope Caitlin keeps balling. Angel, keep balling. And don't try to minimize stuff, because when Caitlin was dropping threes from darn near half court and screaming and cutting up, nobody had a problem. When Angel Reese was dropping doubles every doggone game, nobody had a problem. So it should have been, you should have Birdman handed, like, oh, this is about to go down. Oh, this is about to go down. This is about to be entertaining. Because we got one over here that gets down. We got another that gets down. And here's the thing. They both understand that's part of the game. What's your problem? What's your problem? That's what I don't understand. For all people who've been playing sports, what's your problem? Because when your kid's the one talking trash, as a parent, that's my baby. So she was talking, and ironically, what Angel Reese did was real. I'm gonna tell you why it was super dope. She said she was doing it for not just for her team, but friend and SEC. I'm standing up for my conference. Dope. Dope. And it's okay. It's really, a great thing. So, and I know people gonna come at it because this is what happens when you bring the racial aspect into it. The media tries to break black folks before they get to the pinnacle because they want to always be on their heads and in their ear. You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. While the same way they're bigging up white folks. We get it. We understand it. Y'all are, hypocrites. We get it. And then you have people who are non-black kind of, what is the, I don't get it. You get it too. I think people act like these double standards won't go certain places and you find out that they do. We've already known that they exist in these places. Hopefully, the women's coaches get more shine, because ironically, some of the biggest issues with women's sports, or the biggest things, were the dynamis thing. And then you fast forward, and you got them teetering on the line of that when they was talking about South Carolina, Don Staley's team, like, because they're too physical. You teetering on the line of that, right? Because of the feminine part, and women are supposed to act like this, and ladies are supposed to act like this, and you're looking at it and you're like, wait a minute. You wanted the ladies to be more feminine, and you wanted the ladies to be more competitive, and you wanted the game to be more entertaining, and then and you wanted people to get drawn to it, and you wanted people to be invested, and then when something happens and people do that and they get drawn into it and invested, people go, oh, it's a problem. Yeah, and here's the biggest issue at the end of the day. And this is a racial thing, especially for white America. There is no reason that Iowa should be invited to the White House. But because they feel like the white girls got disrespected, they need to come to the White House. For one, I know they're going to take that as disrespect. And I know LSU is going to, what kind of bullshit is this? You get what I'm saying? What? Like, because of Twitter? They get to come here because of Twitter. Like, you out of your mind. But that's great for the game, too, because it brings the talking points like, oh, okay. We told y'all, while people use their, black people are thugs and look at their animals and they're idiots. And it's like, oh, okay. And then told y'all these white people saw. We told y'all was sensitive. We told y'all, y'all can't even lose by the rules. Y'all can dish it, but you can't take it. So what does this? It helps the game tremendously, because now it makes women's basketball, with all other major sports in America, race wars. Whether you like it or not, that's what that is. Boxing, UFC. What do you think when Deion Sanders was making the statements? I want the offensive players to be this and the defensive. It was the racial component of it. That's what That's why people show up. They show up to football. Oh well. It's my team. They're men. They're killers. But as long as we have this white quarterback that he's got a GPA of 4.7 and he's got, he runs the offense. He's got a mind of a genius. Even though it's a bunch of white busts every doggone year that you don't want to count. But they run the black players. They're the brains. They're just the brawn. Like, that's what all that is. Basketball. Luka! Joker! And they're dope, by the way. They're dope. But that's what this is. Sports needs somebody in America, somebody white in it, to make white people go, okay, you can overcome the Negroes. So now women's basketball has that. It's about to get real. And then it's going to go all the way to the WNBA level. Oh, we got built-in drama. That's just my opinion. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.